Good day to one and all. This is Dr. Sivaram of IKnowIndices.com. So, we have been waiting for the US GDP data to be released around 13:30 GMT. We are at 14:02 GMT now. Between 14 and 14:15 GMT, I am expected to analyze the results and the review with regard to the trade recommendations. So earlier during the pre-US GDP data release, I just made the analysis of the market by using the forecast market reading and also explained to you what trading strategy you can use it in order to try to capture some spike trade profits. Now we will just look into that of the market. The US GDP data was more than expected, so initially they made a small dip in the case of GBP and a quick gain in the case of USD yen. And GDP was, GBP was not making any significant drop when Euro was making a dip, and they are holding it slowly. They are still holding it in the positive net change, and they are expected to gain further up. So let us see what happened to that of the calls what I have given. Initially, the focus was telling that they are expected to make a rise around 13:30 to 14 GMT, but the rise was not very significant here, and they are expected to make the swing and firm up move during the US session. So when the US data was positive, so normally what they do is they make the USD gaining move in all pairs, but they just made brief USD gaining move in all pairs, and then subsequently they are just reversing the market from that particular sentiment. Now these are all the trade recommendations, and you know that I was telling you that around 1.0580 you can take a buy, and currently it is at the same level, and it came down only by about 15 pips from there and started gaining in the case of Euro. Sorry. In the case of GBP, they came exactly to 25.60 and started gaining, 24.60 in the case of GBP and started gaining the level. Now it is 1.2484. And in the case of Australian dollar also, they came down to 0.7433, started gaining the levels. Now it is a gap time. Slowly they are gaining the level. So the gap time move could be the false move. We have to watch and see. During the session, they will make further dip based on the sentiment what they have created briefly, and then start gaining the level or a firm up move during that of the US session. And in the case of yen, I was giving a trade recommendation around 113.10. It went up to 113.34, started making the slide. So in all you come across, they pretend as if they are going to make a USD gaining move, but they continue with that of the contrarian move. Now you see that Euro is still showing negative net change when GBP is showing about 77 pips positive net change. So this is how they make the moves in the market in order to handle the crosses. And I was explaining during that of my Monday webinar yesterday, during the Asian session live market analysis, that this week they are expected to make the monthly trend reversal moves. So the monthly trend reversal moves are going to be very volatile. So they are expected to make quick drop, and it will appear that US dollar gaining moves they could make in the case of Euro and GBP. Suddenly they will reverse and gain the levels quickly, and that will give a real surprise to that of the traders, and they go in for the short covering thinking that Euro and GBP could gain more, but suddenly they will make a drop the next day and then induce the long holders to liquidate at the lower level. So this alternatively they are expected to make it during the monthly trend reversal. This is mainly in order to handle the derivative market, that is the futures and the options. Afterwards, from that of the first week of December till end of January, they are expected to make the yearly trend reversal move, which is going to be very, very volatile. So suddenly they could make a knee-jerk reaction of about 100, pips on the upside and simply reverse it and telling that the story has turned out to be false or whatever it is. They could make it in the form of a rumor and simply reverse the market after creating the sentiment. From time to time, they are expected to make such volatile moves in the market. That is, they are known to make the unexpected move for that of the traders. The traders might think that market is moving in line with that of the technicals, and suddenly they will just create a rumor and then reverse the market. And when they think that, okay, that is going to be the situation in the market, trend is our friend, so we'll go with that of the trend, then they will reverse and trap the traders again. So they will make the traders to do distress trades. And a situation of this nature should really be handled effectively, because the moves will be very big, and if you are in the right direction you'll be able to really make good profit. How we can do that? We can just use the hedge order to limit the risk. In the event if it is hedged, then try to book profit in the hedging, and then keep another hedge order to limit the risk. And once they start making the move in our line of expectations, book profit in the original position as well. This is referred as the either way trading technique. And for that, you need to identify the type of moves they are going to make. And they are mostly expected to make an extended stop and move very frequently. That is about 150 pips, knee-jerk reaction, in a matter of about 1 hour to 2 hours on the upside, on the downside, and then reverse it with the intentional move. So quickly reverse the market. So drop about 150 in the net change level, and then gain about 150 pips from that of the earlier level. That is, the net change could go to 150 pips on the downside and 150 pips on the upside. So from that of the new low to the new high, they could make a swing of about 300 pips. This is what they do every year. So keep in mind that the market might appear thin volumed, and the traders have gone after that of the that Thanksgiving. But keep in mind the players are here aggressive, and they are expected to make volatile moves to trap the traders and earn money for their year end in order to establish their year end revenue. So carefully trade and don't speculate simply. And whenever there is a quick move on the upside or on the downside, try to do the contra trade. You'll be able to quickly book profit. And as soon as the position makes profit, keep stop at entry so that you will not be trapped vulnerably. If there are any questions, you can ask me in the question answer window. I'll be willing to answer to those questions. So actually market has made a very subdued move on the downside and also on the upside. Now it is a gap time. As I told you that they just firmed up a little bit and started making the slide indicating from that of the US session, slowly they are expected to gain the levels. At the time we will be able to book profit. So we have to trade in line with that of their intentions. Read their intentions carefully and then trade in line with that of the intentions. And the intention need not be based on the fundamentals or technicals. The intention will be based on the traders who are vulnerably trapped. If more number of traders are vulnerably trapped, then they will make very aggressive move to earn as much as possible from such traders. So there is a earning process for that of the players, and it is not simply showing the higher level or the lower level. Expect the market to make some moves which could respect the technicals or fundamentals or whatever it is. They are least bothered about it. They pretend as if the market is going to follow the technicals and then reverse the market, telling that because of fundamental the market is reversed. And then when the traders think that because of fundamentals the market is going to behave like this, making some USD gaining move, and simply they will reverse and say that technically that market has reached the oversold condition, so it has reversed. So From time to time, they will create the market sentiment and act against it of the traders. You should be prepared for such moves during the year and time. So if there are any question, I'm willing to answer to these questions. No question is coming forward in the question and answer window. So this is the expected market move for this particular session. If you listen to my Asian session live market analysis webinar, which I gave on Monday yesterday, we'll be able to understand all 5 days of this week session-wise forecast I had given it, and that you can make use of it as a reference. So here again, okay, this is what it shows. So we'll be able to understand how exactly they are expected to rise tomorrow also. Then suddenly they are expected to make a big drop for that of non-farm payroll. So I will come back by Friday again during that of the Asian session and around 5 GMT and give the forecast for, review the forecast, what I given it in this week. And afterwards, I will also try to give the spike trade call before and after non-farm payroll. Is there any question? Kindly ask me. Nothing come forward. Okay. So I take this opportunity to thank FX Trade for the facilities provided to present the spike trade calls. I'll come back again on Friday and give you the review of the forecast, what I given it for the week. So keep in mind that I'm giving the weekly forecast, session-wise forecast for all 5 days of the week, mainly for the small traders to make use of and do some decisive trade rather than simply telling that I was expecting euro to go up but it has come down, or I am expecting USDN to go up and it has come down. So instead of telling all the disappointment stories, you try to narrow down your uncertainty by using the forecast and fine tune it using the market trading technique and use the trading strategy, and that alone will be able to make you to consistently earn money from the other market and not the forecast or any other method for that matter. So always keep in mind that the players are here to grab the money from the other traders like a gambling den. So you need to be very careful. Besides that of the players, even the platform providers are also greedy and try to give the local stockmans, etc. So you have to tie over the situation carefully using all your smartness. Wish you all the best in your trades. See you on Friday.